Hello guys, my name is Stan, and in today's video we're gonna talk about how depression, how suffering, how pain actually can be beneficial for your journey of improving yourself. I know it doesn't sound sexy in a way to be depressed and at the same time have hope for the future and believing that being depressed can actually be beneficial for your life. I mean, a lot of people used to be depressed at least at once in their life. By a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but don't think that suffering and depression is something that like something rare, because it's definitely not. A lot of people actually had to suffer in their life and unfortunately experience depression. So first of all, if you're a person who is depressed, don't think that it's just you. You're not special in that way. But I would say a lot of people that have been depressed and they heal from their depression and they got in better well-being, they are healthier. These people are actually much more happier than people that never experience pain and suffering. Actually, I would argue that people who don't experience pain and suffering are in a way miserable. They're in their comfortable zone, which is on paper is good, but you don't feel good. And let's say you heal from depression, you're used to be in a really big amount of pain, and now even the slightest betterment of your life, of your mental state, you feel much better because you're used to your normal level was so down. So now even a little bit improvement in your life can actually make you feel much more happier. Meanwhile, these people that are never experience pain, trauma, etc., when something bad happens in their life, even if it's not a big deal, they're gonna feel much worse than a person who already been to suffering and depression, because their base level, their normal level, it was used to be better. So you go from better to worse, and if you're depressed, you go from a much worse situation to actually improving your situation. And a lot of our happiness comes from actually improving the situation that we used to be. And let me put it this way. First, I don't believe joy comes from nothing. In my opinion, joy comes from you compare the suffering with the joy. I mean, if there's no suffering, there's no pain, it will be really hard to know what is joy. For you, joy will be just a normal experience. Okay, let me give you example. So let's say you have 3 big glass of water or just something, and in one of the big glass of water you put cold water, on the second you put hot water, and on the third you put room temperature water. Then you put your left hand, for example, in the cold water, and then you put your right hand in the hot water. After that, you take your both hands from the big glasses with the cold and the hot water. You took them out, your both hands, and you put them in the big glass of room temperature water. Now, which hand will feel much better? The hand that was previously in the hot water, now it's gonna feel colder, because now you put that hand that used to be on hot water, you put it on a room temperature water, and now you're gonna experience cold. But the hand that used to be in the cold water, and now you put it on the room temperature water, it goes from cold to room temperature, and this will feel like actually your hand is hotter in a way, and the experience will be much better than actually go from hot to cold. It's better to go from cold to hot. In a way, this proves that if you're a situation where, if you're coming from depression, from suffering, you actually have a bigger chance to improve your state and to feel much more joy than person who never experienced pain. Because this person who never experienced pain, he needs to experience like a really something really extraordinary to feel better. He's already used to the comfort, to the normal. For example, look how in today's society, especially the Western society, we have comfort, we have food, we have everything, but at the same time lots of people feel depressed, they don't feel good. And still they have much more than the people that used to live in the 15th century, let's say. So this just proves that sometimes when you come from pain and suffering, you can experience much more joy than a person who never had to suffer. So keep that in mind. And the other thing is, I would say, obviously trauma can make you depressed. But I would say a lot of good things can come actually even from trauma. If something caused your trauma and you know how to improve. Obviously, once you experience trauma, I'm pretty sure most of the people can't improve actually from the trauma because they feel in the moment so bad. But with time, I truly believe this trauma can make you improve. And you go from something bad to something good. For example, let's say you had a trauma. Let's say you was overweight and you had a trauma. For example, they used to bully you when you was young. But now this trauma can make you actually lose weight and become super fit person. And this drive comes from, in a way, comes from the trauma. Even though it's not good to experience trauma in the first place, you can turn the trauma into something positive. And if you never experienced trauma, let's say a person who is always been normal, he never used to be bullied, so you can obviously feel good with their body weight. They don't have the same motivation to get fit in a way, so they stay where they are because they don't feel the need to improve, which is definitely good. But my point is, once you experience trauma, you can't kind of regret or think about the past. Oh, it's all already happened. So from the trauma, you need to go somewhere. You need to improve. There's no other way of seeing trauma, in my opinion. In life, you need to deal with what you got. So even though it is not good to have trauma in the first place, you still can make a difference in your life. Anyway, guys, I think that's it enough. Definitely like the video. If you like the video, comment and tell me about your experience with suffering in life. And did you manage to turn it into positive thing in your life? Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel for the future video, and see you later. Peace.
Got nightmares in my head.